그
형이 제모했대요.
태형이 레이저 제모
중요하지.
제가 영업했거든요.
레이저 제모 좋아.
편하지 뭐.
한 3살은 어려 보여.
좋아.
What began as a lighthearted BTS Weverse livestream on January 16th unexpectedly turned into one of the most talked about moments among fans, as a casual observation about Kim Taehyung's appearance sparked shock, humor, nostalgia, and even mild heartbreak across the fandom. The atmosphere of the live was relaxed and familiar, with all 7 members chatting comfortably, until Jungkook suddenly pointed out something that felt noticeably different. Taehyung's jawline looked unusually clean, sharp, and smooth, lacking the facial hair that fans had grown attached to over recent months. The comment immediately shifted the conversation, drawing laughter from the members and curiosity from viewers, and before long, Jimin casually revealed the reason behind the transformation. Taehyung had begun laser hair removal sessions to manage his facial hair. RM then added that the clinic Taehyung visited was actually recommended by him, a detail that made the moment feel even more like an unfiltered glimpse into their real-life conversations rather than a staged broadcast. As the members continued talking, J-Hope chimed in with an observation that treatments like laser hair removal often make someone look a few years younger, which only fueled the online reaction further. While the group laughed it off naturally, the fandom's response was immediate and dramatic in the way only ARMY can deliver. Within minutes, social media platforms were flooded with posts mourning what fans had affectionately named Beardhyung, with the phrase "R.I.P. Beardhyung" quickly gaining traction. Many fans joked that this revelation was their worst nightmare, expressing playful disappointment over the possible permanent loss of Taehyung's facial hair era. Others spoke more sentimentally, admitting they would deeply miss the rugged, mature look that had become associated with him during the later stages of his military service and post-discharge appearances. The reaction was not just about aesthetics, but about emotional attachment. For many fans, Taehyung's beard symbolized growth, confidence, and a new chapter of masculinity that felt raw and unapologetic. It represented an image of Taehyung that was self-assured and unconcerned with conventional idol standards, something fans had praised him for repeatedly. As screenshots and clips from the live stream spread, comments poured in expressing disbelief, sadness, humor, and acceptance all at once. While some fans jokingly begged him to reconsider, others reminded each other that Taehyung's comfort and choices mattered most, even if it meant saying goodbye to a beloved look. This was not the first time Taehyung had spoken openly about his facial hair. During a Weverse livestream on December 27th, he addressed the topic in a thoughtful and honest manner, explaining that he genuinely liked having a beard, a statement that resonated with fans who already knew about his preference. At the time, he shared that the beard had grown longer than he initially expected, which briefly made him question how manageable it would be in the long run. That moment of uncertainty led him to consider laser hair removal as a practical solution, rather than a cosmetic rejection of the look itself. His words reflected a careful balance between personal preference and everyday convenience, something fans appreciated for its authenticity. As Taehyung admitted during that earlier live stream, the pain associated with laser hair removal was his biggest concern. He mentioned hearing from people around him that the procedure could be intense and would typically require close to 7 sessions, a detail that added to his hesitation. This vulnerability only strengthened fans' protective instincts toward him, with many responding warmly and encouraging him to do whatever felt right without pressure. They praised his natural appearance and emphasized that unsolicited or harsh comments about his looks often create unnecessary doubt, especially for artists who are constantly under public scrutiny. The sensitivity surrounding Taehyung's appearance became even more evident months later when he uploaded a set of 20 photos on Instagram, one of which featured him sporting a mustache. The image quickly caught attention, and while many fans loved it, one fan reposted the photo on Weverse with a comment suggesting he shave it. Taehyung responded almost immediately, noting that the wording felt harsh despite the laughter included, subtly expressing discomfort with how the suggestion was framed. Not long after that interaction, the mustache photo disappeared from the original Instagram carousel, reducing the post from 20 images to 19. Although the image was removed, screenshots had already spread across platforms, reigniting conversations about boundaries, autonomy, and respect. As discussions grew louder, fans rallied around Taehyung in a show of overwhelming support. The phrase, "Don't shave Taehyung," became trending not as a demand for him to keep his facial hair, but as a statement defending his right to choose his appearance without pressure. Many fans clarified that the trend was less about the beard itself and more about pushing back against commentary that made Taehyung feel uncomfortable. It became a moment of collective reflection within the fandom about how words, even when meant jokingly, can carry weight. Seen in this broader context, the January 16th livestream revelation about laser hair removal felt like the continuation of an ongoing conversation rather than a sudden decision. While some fans reacted dramatically out of affection and humor, others recognized that Taehyung had been transparent about his thoughts for months. His openness about grooming choices, discomfort, and uncertainty highlighted the human side of an artist often placed on an untouchable pedestal. Rather than distancing fans, it brought them closer, reminding everyone that behind the global icon is a person navigating everyday decisions under extraordinary attention. Despite the emotional reactions surrounding Beardhyung, the mood ultimately remained light and supportive. Many fans acknowledged that Taehyung looks striking regardless of facial hair, and that his confidence and presence transcend any single aesthetic phase. Others joked that no matter how many laser sessions he undergoes, his charm remains untouched. The playful mourning gradually shifted into acceptance, with fans celebrating the fact that Taehyung feels comfortable enough to share such personal details during a casual live broadcast. Beyond the grooming discussion, Taehyung is standing at the edge of a major career milestone. He is set to return with BTS for their highly anticipated full-group comeback album, Arirang, marking their first collective release in nearly 4 years. Alongside the album, a massive world tour spanning 5 continents is reportedly in the works, signaling a historic new chapter for the group after the completion of military service. For Taehyung, this comeback represents his return to group activities after nearly 2 years, with his most recent solo release being the 2024 single, Friends. As BTS prepares to re-enter the global stage together, moments like this live stream serve as reminders of why fans remain so deeply connected to them. It's not just the music or the performances, but the unfiltered glimpses of friendship, vulnerability, humor, and honesty that continue to define their bond with ARMY. Whether clean-shaven or bearded, Taehyung remains the same artist whose authenticity resonates across generations. And, if anything, the collective RIP Beardhyung reaction proves just how closely fans pay attention to every chapter of his journey. In the end, the laser hair removal reveal was less about the loss of facial hair and more about the presence of trust. Taehyung trusted fans enough to speak openly, fans trusted him enough to support his choices, and BTS once again showed that even the smallest, most unexpected moments can turn into shared memories that ripple across the world. And, as the countdown to Arirang and the upcoming world tour continues, one thing is certain: beard or no beard, Kim Taehyung remains exactly who he has always been, unapologetically himself, deeply loved, and endlessly talked about.